Okay, the speech I chose for this week's assignment is from a movie called Any Given Sunday. It hit theaters back in 1999. The actor who delivered the speech is Al Pacino. His role during the movie, he was the head coach of a football team. The speech was delivered in the locker room at halftime, which his team was losing. I'm going to give major parts of the speech and then tell you why I think it was a great speech. So the scene starts with him walking, pacing back and forth in the locker room, trying to decide what he's going to say to his players. So he starts off with, "We're in hell right now. Believe me. Now, we could stay here and get the shit kicked out of us, or we could fight our way back into the light. We could climb out of hell, 1 inch at a time." You know, when you get old in life, things, they get taken from you. That's that's just a part of life. You only learn this when you start losing things. You start to realize that life's this game of inches. And so is football. Because in either game, life or football, the margin for error is so small. I mean, one half a step too slow, too quick, you don't quite make it. One half a second too fast, too slow, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us. They're in every break of the game, every minute, every second. On this team, we fight for that inch. On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone else around us to pieces for that inch. Because we know when we add up all those inches, it's going to make the fucking difference between winning and losing. Between living and dying. I'll tell you this. In any fight, it's the man who's willing to die who's going to win that inch. And I know if I have any life left anymore, it's because I'm still willing to fight and die for that inch. Because that's what living is. 6 inches in front of your face. Now, I can't make you do it. You're going to have to look at the guy next to you. Look into his eyes. Now, I think you're going to find a guy who's willing to go that inch with you. You're going to see a guy who will sacrifice himself for this team because he knows when it comes down to it, you're going to do the same for him. That's a team, gentlemen. Now, we either heal now as a team or we will die as individuals. That's football. That's all it is. Now what are you going to do? The reason I think this speech is a great speech is because it's very powerful and motivating. Also, I can relate to this speech because as an athlete, you're going to find times when you're losing or behind, and you're going to have to dig deep down and find your inner strength if you want to win. Also, Al Pacino does what many great coaches do. He gives his players advice that they could not only use during the game, but in life, in an effort to create not only great players, but great individuals.